Sawasdee krab, and thank you for joining us for the midday edition of NBT World Brief right here on NBT and NBT World. York mi Suraphan Lautharanarit. The southern flood situation remains concerning, especially in Hat Yai District, SONGKHLA province, even as water levels begin to recede. Prime Minister and Interior Minister ANUTIN Virakul is visiting the affected areas for the fourth time today to follow up on ongoing relief efforts. Prime Minister ANUTIN has returned to SONGKHLA to follow up on the flood situation after briefly returning to Bangkok to approve additional relief measures, which we already reported in our news brief this morning. We will bring more updates if there are any developments about the visit. As of 6 a.m., flooding remains severe across 9 provinces: Surat Thani, Nakhon Si Thammarat, Trang, Pathalung, Satun, Songkhla, Pattani, Yala, and Narathiwat. The disaster has affected 105 districts, 718 sub-districts, and more than 5,300 villages. In total, over 1.09 million households, or about 3 million people, have been impacted. Authorities report that the death toll has now risen to at least 100. The Office of the Prime Minister is leading efforts to ensure accurate and timely communication on the southern flood situation, integrating data from all relevant agencies to provide daily updates, guide relief and recovery operations, and prevent misinformation. Following her appointment as Director of the Media Coordination Center for the Southern Flood Crisis, Minister attached to the Prime Minister's office, Supamat Isara Pakdi, held a meeting with relevant agencies to establish communication strategies for flood assistance, relief, and recovery. The center consolidates official data into a single set for public communication, using daily infographics to present information clearly and quickly. Key areas include disaster maps, evacuation points, shelters, donation centers for food and medicine, complaint channels, recovery plans such as reopening transport routes, food and water distribution points, economic relief measures, and flood and landslide warnings. Updates are released twice daily at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. via the Public Relations Department, Thai Khu Pha channels, NBT Connect, NBT social media pages, and open chat platforms like Line. Daily press releases provide verified information for the media, reducing public confusion and panic. The minister emphasized that the government continues to deliver daily aid via C-130 aircraft, carrying food, water, essential supplies, and medicine to Hat Yai, although damaged roads in some areas can cause delays. The Ministry of Public Health has expanded emergency medical support in the southern flood crisis by establishing 8 additional field hospitals, while confirming that Hat Yai Hospital remains operational for patients currently under treatment. Public Health Minister Pattana Prompat chaired a meeting to monitor the severe flooding, storms, and landslides in southern provinces. He reported that receding water levels now allow GMC trucks to access the rear of Hat Yai Hospital, enabling a shift from air to ground transport for essential supplies such as oxygen, food, and drinking water. 20 remaining red zone patients still require air evacuation. Food supplies have been delivered, allowing the hospital to prepare 2,600 meal boxes per day for patients, relatives, and staff, with an additional 1,000 boxes provided daily by HTMS Chakri Narubed of the Royal Thai Navy. Hat Yai Hospital continues limited services and will begin restoring damaged areas as soon as possible. To handle expected medical needs as residents return for care after the floods, the ministry has set up 8 field hospitals across Songkhla, Surat Thani, Trang, Pathalung, Yala, Narathiwat, and Nakhon Si Thammarat provinces. Mobile dialysis units and alternative dialysis points have been arranged, while medical teams are stationed at all evacuation centers and will expand mobile medical units to reach affected communities. Songkhla Governor Ratthasat Chitchu visited the flood shelter at the Prince of Songkhla University, or PSU, in Hat Yai to boost morale, ensure residents' well-being, and oversee safety measures for evacuees. Governor Ratthasat inspected the university shelter, which houses over 9,500 residents from Hat Yai and nearby areas. The center operates 24/7 with staff maintaining safety, hygiene, and care for vulnerable groups. Medical teams from Songkhla Hospital provide basic health checks, monitor chronic patients, the elderly, and children, and advise on flood-related illnesses such as waterborne diseases and food infections. The governor emphasized full coordination between government and private sectors to support evacuees and prepare for post-flood recovery, including repairing utilities and community areas once water levels recede. Officials were instructed to protect both life and property to reassure residents. The shelter continues to accept donations of essential items, including sanitary pads, diapers, toothbrushes, soap, towels, blankets, clothing, and sleeping mats, deliverable to the Sports and Recreation Building at PSU Hat Yai. Additional mobile toilets are also needed to accommodate residents and alleviate difficulties for flood-affected families. Hat Yai Municipality and Songkhla Province are set to launch a major city cleanup operation to restore the city after severe flooding, involving local authorities, volunteers, and residents. A planning meeting was held yesterday at the Prince of Songkhla University in Hat Yai to organize post-flood city restoration. The meeting was chaired by Songkhla Governor Ratthasat Chitchu and Songkhla Provincial Administrative Organization Chief Supit Pitaktham, with Hat Yai Mayor Narongporn Napathalung and other local officials participating. Hat Yai's municipal area, home to over 400,000 residents, suffered extensive damage to homes, roads, and utilities with accumulated debris. Temporary waste disposal points are set up at TPIPP Got Teo, and the big cleaning day activity is scheduled for tomorrow, Saturday, November 29th, aiming to restore the city within 7 days. Owners of abandoned cars blocking roads are asked to move their vehicles to facilitate the operations. The cleanup will deploy heavy machinery, including 100 trucks, 100 backhoes, 100 front-end loaders, 10 garbage trucks, over 10 million black bags, and 300,000 cleaning kits. More than 1,000 personnel from local authorities, government agencies, volunteers, military, and community residents will participate, earning 400 baht a day to support livelihoods. The operations will be organized by village teams under municipal council oversight, with community leaders coordinating. Governor Ratthasat emphasized property security and increased police patrols to reassure residents after the flood waters recede. And that's all for our midday edition of NBT World Brief. You can stay updated with the latest flood news and other developments right here on NBT and NBT World. And for more stories, you can simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Have a nice day. Swadee krap.